Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. It was him. They should have got arrested.
Why should it have been him? Huh?
I'm not the drunk one.
I believe you're intoxicated. I believe you're too impaired to operate a motor vehicle.
No, you can test me.
This is Brandon, aka the Port City Attorney. Today, we're going to be reacting to a video titled, "She Really Thought It'd Be Just a Ticket."
On May 14th, 2023, officers responded to a call about an impaired driver backing into another vehicle.
It's Christina, she's the owner of this black truck, and she backed into this. I'm out.
I'm fine. I just didn't see this car that's in the center of
Whose car is this?
It's one of my employees. She's coming out.
What I'm going to need is your driver's license, your registration, and proof of insurance, okay?
I don't have any of that. I just have my driver's license.
You don't have registration or insurance?
No, it's not my car.
Well, it's still
It's
your
my
responsibility to provide registration and
I
insurance.
understand.
Are you able to obtain that?
It is.
Can you
my
get the registered
ex's.
owner to...
It's my ex's. That's all I can tell you. It is my ex's.
Do you have permission to have it?
Yes. I have permission to have it, but I don't have any information on it.
Who's in the car with you?
A date I was with. He's too
date.
drunk.
Hey, man, you got ID on you?
No, I don't.
You don't have any ID?
I do, but I'm not giving it because I wasn't driving.
But I still have to list you as a passenger in the vehicle.
He's drunk.
You're not in any trouble. It's just,
I know I am.
I just got to list you as a passenger.
He is face.
Okay.
I really don't have to get my ID.
Yes, sir, you
I
do.
have to get mine.
Yes, sir, you do.
Someone who's with me. Is that no? Since
So-
when?
No,
By
we don't.
law, you do not have to get someone else.
When you've been involved in a crash and you're a passenger in a vehicle, you have to be identified.
It didn't even show. It doesn't even show.
You have to be
that it was
identified in the
happening.
report, guys. That's how it is. That's the law.
I don't believe that. I know my laws. I have a PI as a best friend, private investigator who knows all the laws.
In some jurisdictions, there are caveats, right? So most of the time, unless you are suspected of committing a crime, you don't have to present identification. There could be a caveat to that if you're involved in a motor vehicle accident and they need to identify everybody in the car. I'm not sure why they would need to. But, you know, listen, unless you got active warrants, then just give them your ID. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know the laws of the state in which they're in, so check your local jurisdictions to find out if you actually need to ID if you plan on refusing. And don't be like her and just say, oh, my best friend's brother's cousin's a cop or a PI or something like that, because that's not going to hold much weight.
He was in the car. My bad, dude. He was in the car.
I've never actually heard that people have to.
When the collision occurred, so he has to be listed as a passenger for any potential injuries that may happen later on.
Honey,
Any
I know
claims?
the laws. I've been in the industry for too damn
Well,
long.
ma'am, I've done this for 22 years.
Officers, military, all of it. I know the laws. I know my laws too.
Okay.
Go ahead, give him his your info. No, prove it to him. At this point, I'm pissed. Prove him who you are, because I know they do not have to take that information legally. I was the driver. I'm the
Yes, sir, I do.
responsible
For what?
one.
To list you in the report.
I'm
That's
the
it.
responsible
Because you're a
one.
passenger in the vehicle.
I'm the responsible one.
She's not helping herself. Not only is she just being a nuisance, and if they could have let her off, they won't with her acting like this, but you can tell by her speech, her mannerisms, her body language, you can tell that she is intoxicated.
I appreciate it, man.
The last person who would.
Here you go, man. Here's your ID.
I'm a federal, former federal inmate.
Okay. This is no adverse effect.
Yeah, I'm being contacted by my federal probation officer.
But there's no adverse
I
effect.
just got out
It's
of
not.
prison.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
but this
Why
doesn't
am I
violate it.
gonna- So why am I going to be contacted by him for a situation I wasn't?
I'm not going to tell him.
You know, he's gonna get notified. He's gonna contact me. He go, hey, why were you fucking ran? So
Where
now
did he
me
get-
as
Can we get a
an individual who was not.
Do you have his name and number, and I'll call him and
No,
say
no,
you.
no.
Please, can you-
He's got a life too.
No,
you know?
but someone
You know what
like
I mean?
that can help you.
You know what I mean?
But okay,
No,
I understand him not wanting to initially identify himself now, because even though it's not a violation of his probation, most probation terms will have a term in there that you have to notify your officer if you have any sort of police involvement. Now that cop's right. The probation officer will probably never find out about it. But having been a probation officer myself before I was an attorney, stuff does happen small towns, people do talk. Even the federal probation knows people. And so if it comes across that you had police contact and you didn't report it and they're just looking for a way to technically violate you, that is one way that they can do that. So I get him not wanting to identify himself because he didn't do anything wrong.
Please don't put your hand in my face.
I don't need your help. I want to know why my name was
No,
ran.
what I'm saying is a cop can't help your name.
Because we put everybody.
They will not help.
We put everybody.
Look, I gave you my ID because I just want to go fuck home.
Okay, you can go home.
I didn't want
You're good to go, dude.
Yeah.
I just had to get your information, put it in the crash report.
Are we
All right?
good to go?
You're not. He's good to go. You got to stay while I complete the crash because I get to give you a copy of it.
And
Okay.
then, can we get an Uber and come back later from my truck?
When I'm done.
Thank you.
While the traffic report is being finished, the other officer checks on the woman who has become suspiciously quiet.
You good? Ma'am?
Don't drink and drive, kids. Don't. Just don't.
Okay.
Where are we?
It's not funny because she could have killed somebody. She obviously is in no condition to drive. She backed into another car. She just fell asleep while they're conducting or doing the report. You're going to jail, 100%.
I'm not trying to drive drunk out of here. I do want you to know that. I'm trying to drive out of here to get him.
Well, you don't need to be driving at all. The guy you were with? He's already gone. Yeah. He walked off 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, once they gave him back his driver's license and told him he was good, he could do whatever he wanted as far as leaving. He walked off, I think.
He's not sober. I can't believe you let him leave.
We didn't let him drive. I guess so.
This is the exchange information we give at the scene. It's not the completed report. You have to do a narrative. Okay. That's for you.
Thank you.
This is a citation for improper backing.
Right.
This is one for no proof of insurance.
You got any questions for me now? All right, I'm done. I'm done with my.
I actually give you a hug.
Okay.
Genuinely want to give you a hug.
I'm done with the crash investigation. Now I'm going to move. I'm going to move towards a DUI investigation. I believe you're impaired and shouldn't be operating a vehicle. All right, I'm going to ask for you to. I'm going to ask you to consent to field sobriety exercises.
I will not.
You're not going to do exercises.
I'm not going to drive.
We're driving at the time of the crash.
Okay, then I will refuse it, and I will get a driver to get me home. I'm begging you. I
So
cannot.
you're refusing to do
I don't
field sobriety exercises.
have to
Now,
do.
this is your opportunity to dispel any concern, fear that you've had too much to drink.
I'm not driving.
Okay. I'm out.
That's the story they always give you, is that, hey, you can get yourself out of this if you pass the standardized field sobriety test. She is slurring her speech. She is obviously intoxicated. I mean, just look at her face. You can tell by, her mannerisms, the way that her eyes look. She looks very disheveled. I can smell the alcohol in her breath from here. And not to mention, she just passed out at the wheel and didn't know where her boyfriend or date went. So they've already got probable cause. They don't need to do the SFSTs. I think I said in the beginning that she's probably going to not blow the station, so they're going to get a search warrant. So, girl, it wasn't going to be a ticket ever.
If it makes me
To submit to field sobriety exercises. You'll do that?
I will actually refuse them.
Okay, you
I'm not
refuse.
driving.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Let's go ahead
sorry.
let's go ahead and step out of the car for me, okay?
Put that down.
Are you really arresting me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to take your vape pen and your keys. I'm going to sit them in the seat right now, okay?
If it doesn't get me arrested, I'll take it.
Well, I've offered you that opportunity, okay?
Will it arrest me if I don't? If I take that plea, will it arrest me?
Well, it depends on how you do on your exercise.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. It was him. I should have got arrested.
Why should it have been him? Huh?
I'm not the drunk one.
I believe you're intoxicated. I believe you're too impaired to operate a motor vehicle.
No, you can test me.
Okay, so well, that'd be my next question. If you would submit,
I'm begging
if you would submit to a breath sample,
Preston, it's not fair. I'm little. It's not fair.
would you submit to a breath sample?
No,
because I'm little.
All right, well, let's go have a seat in the back of my car real quick, okay?
Please, I'm begging you.
All right, ma'am, have a seat.
Please, I'm begging you. Whatever it takes.
Have a seat in there.
She threw her date under the bus real quick. Should have been him that got arrested, not me. She knows he's on federal probation, and an arrest would lead to him going back to federal prison.
Step out for me.
I'm going to ruin you.
Okay, go ahead and step out for me.
As a police officer, I hope you know that.
I need you to go ahead and step out for me, okay?
It's gone.
Okay,
I know you.
okay.
I know you very well.
Go ahead and step out for me.
I need phone numbers out of my goddamn phone.
It's in your purse. They'll be able to,
And I will the whole entire.
they'll let you get them out when you get in there, okay?
No, I'm done with you. I hope you know.
Okay, get out of the car.
You're a call officer that helped me.
Okay, get out of the car.
Be a part of it, but you,
Get out of the car.
I feel sorry for you. I really do.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Goodbye to your career. You do not know who the I am, and you will find out. I want my phone numbers and my attorneys, and I am done.
It's up to them now, okay?
Destroy you.
Okay.
I hope you hear that.
I hear
clearly.
you. I do.
I know your name.
Real quick, I just wanted to say that Attorney Tom / Attorney Reacts content is now on Spotify. We just launched a partnered show, link in the description. Go check it out. Now, back to the video.
Obviously, she was intoxicated. I could smell it on her breath from here, and that's impossible. If you're in that situation, you can refuse the field sobriety test. You can refuse the roadside portable breath test. You can technically refuse the intoxilizer at the jail or the police station. But in most jurisdictions, a DUI is an implied consent offense, which means that you are implied, if you're driving on the roadways of that state, it's implied that if you are suspected of drinking and driving, that you will submit to a portal or to an intoxilizer, not a portable breath test, an intoxilizer test, because those tests, unlike the portable breath test, are calculated, they're certified, they're calibrated. And so if you refuse the intoxilizer at the station, it is ordinarily a civil suspension of your license for 1 year at least. And if that happens, then the police can ask a judge or a magistrate, depending on the jurisdiction and who's allowed to authorize search warrant, a search warrant for her blood. They'll take her to the hospital, they'll draw her blood, they'll get the levels, and they can charge her or convict her, I guess, based on that. The moral of the story is just take an Uber. All right. Second moral of the story, don't throw your homies under the bus. Come on now. What do y'all think? Do you think that it was obvious that she was intoxicated and that they didn't really need any additional probable cause? Or do you think that maybe she could have beat it? I don't see how you could, but I'm going to ask the question. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things. We'll see you next time.
Big verdict.